This is the opportunity right now. People thought that the time to get rich in crypto was over. Bitcoin has already gone up 1,000,000% or whatever, right? Like those times are gone. That's not true. If you're watching this, you're still early. You're still on the cusp of the biggest financial revolution that the world has pretty much ever seen, at least in our generation, and likely the last time that you'll have something like this in this generation. I'm talking about not the next decade, but the next 12 months.
The next 12 months will make millionaires. But what low-cap altcoins are primed, ready to blow? Crypto entrepreneur and investor Kyle Chasse is back with 5 new low market cap, high conviction altcoin picks, and I was impressed.
Another low cap coin you're bringing us that you have high conviction in. I know you talk about low cap coins on your channel. A lot of times when people come on our channel, they talk about the high caps because that's the safest thing. But I love that you're bringing low cap coins that you actually have high conviction and investor's thesis in.
Look, Bitcoin just broke all-time highs. This historically is the best time to be in crypto because altcoin season is right around the corner, and when it comes, that's where the real money is.
When alt season comes, which I know your audience is big fans of altcoins, and it makes sense because that's where the real money is made. Like Solana did in 2021, which completely blew people away. If you invested in Solana pre-2020 bull run, you did extremely well. Every single bull run is like this.
Smash the like button, send this video to a friend who wants to know more about hot altcoins. Without further ado, let me intro this.
Like buying Bitcoin at $1, like buying Ethereum at 1 cent. These 5 altcoins have the potential to do really well in the coming bull market. In fact, send this to a friend. Somebody needs to hear this, especially before this bull market really picks up. Today, early Bitcoin investor, crypto entrepreneur Kyle Chasse is claiming that he has a list of 5 altcoins that are ready to blow. Now, he has his own YouTube channel linked below. Do you follow Kyle? Because I follow Kyle. If you do follow him, maybe you've heard some of this alpha or these coins before that he's about to drop in this video. But I would bet that most of my audience hasn't heard these picks yet, or at least not like this. Kyle, welcome back. How are you doing today?
Aaron, thanks so much for having me. Great to be here. And of course, feeling great as Bitcoin smashed through all-time highs. Was a bit concerned that we would see a big retrace. We might still, every time that Bitcoin has a golden cross, which just happened, we do tend to see a 10 to 15% retrace. But regardless, it's hard to not feel great when the markets are looking as strong as they are. The fundamentals are as strong as they are. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. I think this is our cycle. I think our audience is more prepared for this bull run than ever before, especially because we bring great people like you on the channel. And just in brief, how do you structure your YouTube channel? What kind of content are you putting out?
So I think it's really important that we pay attention to the way that the market cycles are going and macro and geopolitical fundamentals, because the biggest reality TV show in the world right now is the Trump show. Hate him or love him, that's where all eyes are. And he is shaping, him and Scott Bessent and these other guys, they're literally shaping the global economic policy right now, from tariffs to tax cuts to trying to press Jerome for rate cuts and these kind of things. So we need to pay attention to that, because if you just look at charts, you're going to be missing out on a lot of fundamentals. And so we are looking at things, like global liquidity, and we're looking at what is pushing the price of Bitcoin up right now so much, because we've had bullish macro news for a very long time. But for some reason, what is this God candle that we saw printed yesterday and today? Well, what's creating that? And so we have to look at that. And I think what's important, and I've learned this, I've been in Bitcoin and crypto since 2012. And it wasn't until I created the YouTube channel that I started really paying attention to markets. And because before I just acquired, back then Bitcoin was super cheap. I sold the company, bought Bitcoin and held it for a long time and didn't have a job, spent it on a lot of things, spent a lot of Bitcoin. But I never really tried to time the markets or tried to actually make a bunch of money. Like I realized that Bitcoin was going to be worth a lot in the future. And so let me just hold on to this as much as I can. But when I started creating a YouTube channel, that's when the real lessons started to come in, and paying attention to markets on a daily basis. And I've got a research team, that helps me to make these videos and produce research. So I think that until proven otherwise, it's important to kind of follow traditional market cycles. And so what we do on the channel is we try to educate people about what's going on, why the price of Bitcoin is moving, when we think altcoins